Hello, it's Miss Lee again. I wanted to host a quick video reviewing linear equations, slope-intercept form, how we can use it to find slope and also to find the y-intercept. So if we're given an equation, just really quickly, slope-intercept is where it says y is equal to mx plus b. The value m in front of your x value is always going to be your slope. This b value is always going to tell you what is going to go in here in your point to create the y-intercept. So the y-intercept will always be 0b. So if I gave you an equation like y is equal to 9x plus 4, this equation is already in slope-intercept form, which means it's telling us that the slope for this line is going to be 9, m will be 9, and 4 is going to be the value in here for your y-intercept, so your y-intercept is going to occur at the point 0, 4. If I gave you a slightly messier equation, y is equal to negative 1 over 5x minus 17 over 3, again, the value in front of the x, negative 1 over 5, is going to be our slope. And this negative 17 over 3 is going to be the value inside of our y-intercept. So we'd get the slope of negative 1 over 5 and the y-intercept of 0, negative 17 over 3. If we are given an equation that is not already in slope-intercept form, it is our job to put it in slope-intercept form. So here I gave you this equation, 6y plus 3x plus 4 is equal to 8x minus 8. Not in slope-intercept form. In order for it to be in slope-intercept form, it has to be solved for y. So I walk through the steps to do that. I subtract 3x from both sides to get 5x minus 8. I move this 4 over by subtracting it from both sides to get 6y is equal to 5x minus 12. And then because I want it to be completely solved for y, I have to divide everything in this equation by 6. So 6 divided by 6 is where I get this y. 5 over 6 is where I get this 5, 6x. And negative 12 over 6 is where I get this negative 2. So now the equation that we were given is in slope-intercept form. This tells me my slope is negative 5 over 6, and my y-intercept is going to be at 0, negative 2. If we have another example, let's say 7x plus 9y minus 3 is equal to 7x plus 4. Again, it's not in slope-intercept form, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in slope-intercept form. I subtracted the 7x from both sides. When I did that, though, all of the x's ended up canceling, which is fine. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to add 3 to both sides of the equation. So now I have 9y is equal to 7. Again, I want to solve completely for y, so I divide by 9 on both sides to get y is equal to 7 over 9. Now this equation that I get has no x in it. Any of these linear equations that have no x's are automatically going to be horizontal lines, which means they go left and right forever. If we think about what slope is rise over run. These equations have no rise, they are only run, which means their slope is always going to be given by 0 over some number. So for this line that's going to be at y equal to 7 over 9, the slope is going to be 0. All horizontal lines have slopes of 0. And the y-intercept, the only place it will touch the y-axis, is going to be at the point 0, 7 over 9. One more example. If I give you the equation 8x plus 3y plus 4 is equal to 2x plus 3y. Again, not in slope-intercept form, so I'm going to try and put it in slope-intercept form. I subtract the 8x from both sides first to get 3y plus 4 is equal to negative 6x plus 3y. Because I have two y's in this equation, when I have slope-intercept form, I have all my y's together. So I subtract 3y from both of these sides to get my y's all together. When I do in this situation, my y's cancel out completely. That's fine, which gives me 4 is equal to negative 6x. Because I only have one variable, I still want to solve for that variable so I can know what kind of line I have and where it will be. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 6 in this situation. 4 over negative 6 does reduce to negative 2 over 3. Negative 6x over negative 6 just becomes x. So I get an equation that is only x and a constant, no y value. When that happens, there's no y. That means this is a vertical line. That vertical line is going to occur at x equal to negative 2 over 3. For all vertical lines, these are all rise and no run, which means to find the slope if you had 2 points, you would have to divide by 0, which is not possible for us with real numbers. So that means our slope is going to be undefined. For all vertical lines, our slope is always going to be undefined. And these vertical lines, unless they happen to hit along the y-axis, never have a y-intercept, so I'm also going to have no y-intercept in this situation. I hope that helps. Please let me know if you have any questions.